this. Don't buy that. Today in this episode, I'm going to tell you how my Mac Mini died. It was March 24th, 2023, Friday morning. At around 9 a.m., I was in the middle of editing a video for a company, and all of a sudden, I get the beach ball. I thought it'd be fine, but what I didn't know was that was the last time I'd ever see my PC turn on. Shortly after the beach ball, I heard a loud pop, and my screen goes completely black. I can't turn it on. Now, at that point, I thought I might have unplugged it by accident, hitting the power cable or doing something. I was just under the desk, probably doing some cable management. But no, the machine just died. Just flat out flatlined. And the part that sucks is that it doesn't have health insurance. So you know what Apple did? They gave me a flat zero. They gave me nothing. No helpful advice. I tried everything. The PRAM reset. Everything that they know. They don't know anything. Knowing that I had a bunch of videos on the machine still meant I had a lot of data lost, a lot of projects postponed, and a lot of money wasted. However, I still found the urge to create more and more videos just like the one you're watching here. I had no other choice but to use my phone for editing, filming, scripting, thumbnail making, everything on my phone. It was a hassle. If you want to learn how that went, stick around to the end of the video. So this is my Mac Mini. I had it for almost 2 years. It actually would have been the 2nd year anniversary on the Sunday following after that, 2 days after. But no, this thing does not have any life on it at all. I did push this to its absolute limits. Number one, this is an 8 gig RAM, 8 GPU, and 8 CPU. So it's the base model of the M1 Mini, which was still $729. And I was doing pro video editing, pro level software on it. And it was just the M1. It was running completely smooth up until I started using Final Cut Pro. Then it started to lag within the last few weeks. And that was only due to the fact of the SSD degrading over time. So completely other than that, I was able to multitask with multiple different programs, with multiple different applications open. Everything that I've mainly used on this device, I had it open for a very long time. It was doing memory swapping, which if you don't know what that is, it's bad if you have a low RAM usage. If you use more RAM than you're able to do, it'll memory swap and it'll basically use the SSD to be able to have faster RAM. It's basically building its own RAM, which you probably wouldn't have thought was possible, but it is possible. And it's bad for the system. It makes it degrade the SSD faster. 3 to 5 years is how often these machines should break. Mac Minis do have a lot of issues in general when it comes to the SSD and just the entire system itself. So if you're going to think about getting a Mac Mini, just remember to keep it backed up and everything on your storage devices. Thankfully, I do have a 4 terabyte kind of backup, and I do have an iCloud service. So it was able to back up most of it, but not everything. There's still stuff on there that is just lost forever within the NAND chips since they are soldered onto the board, which makes it harder for repair people, which makes it more expensive, and it makes it very hard to get replacement parts. Especially if I were to buy one now, it would arrive in 2 months. And I needed a solution now. It's a sad moment because, if you spend $500-$700 on a Mac, you expect it to last a long time, and laptops that expensive should last a long time, more than 2 years. And I know it's not a laptop, but laptops do last longer than the Mac Mini. I know that for a fact because I have 10 of them, and they all have lasted way longer. And the thing that also sucks is that Apple products in the past lasted a lot longer because they're more high quality. This time, Apple doesn't really care. They don't care about anything they make. They just want a profit. So they're buying cheaper parts, selling it for the same price or even higher, and just making a huge profit margin. That's all it is. And then they're making it more expensive for running services like iCloud and restoration and Apple Care and all the other stuff to make you stay in the Apple ecosystem, to make you trapped. You can't stop Apple from doing what they are doing because, it's Apple. But the M2, if you were to have an M2, pretty much the same issue. It would have the same exact issue. So I wouldn't recommend getting the Macs at all for the Mac Mini model lineup. A lot of the Apple Store people actually persuade you to get Macs and say, "Oh, this will last a long time." I heard one of the Apple Store people say that in the store. I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're really trying to upsell someone on a really crappy system." I was about to go over there and tell them, like, oh my gosh, bro, it doesn't even last that long. If you're doing like probably baby stuff on it, then yeah, it would probably last 20 years. But if you're doing like real stuff, like real world stuff in today's society, it won't last that long. So, if you do a little bit of video editing, watching videos, maybe it might last a while, but nah, I don't know. So, yeah, that's the story. Real quick, I just wanted to let you guys know this is why I haven't been posting. I just need to get a video out there. I'll try to catch back up, but obviously, MacBooks and everything else are very expensive. If you want to show some support, all you have to do is drop a like. That's all it costs. It's very free. It helps me able to make more quality content just like this. And then if you guys want to see that experience, I highly recommend watching this video here. Thank you for watching, and we out.